Here you go. This is one of the forefathers, excuse me, of art. This guy's name is Kandinsky. If you guys go to, I'm speaking to people that are aspiring to be artists. If you're not, then that's cool. I'm still going to give you a wealth of information. A lot of people look at art and they don't even understand their history. Where I'm from, I met a lot of artists that have a lot of, a lot of talent. I mean, they do a lot of paintings and they're awesome, but they're missing something. You know what they're missing? They're missing history. This is like going to Burger King and asking for a Whopper, and you find out that you don't have no Whopper. All you have is 2 pieces of bread. This is like going to the pizza place, and Anthony's is my favorite pizza here down in Central Florida. There's 3 Anthony's, and the one Anthony's is the best. And you go to the pizza shop, and you find out that the pizza didn't have no cheese on it. It just had sauce. The sauce is part of the pizza. I mean, they could tell you, hey, that's part of the pizza, man. It's not, man. It's not pizza. It's part of the pizza. No matter how good that sauce is. No matter how good that sauce is, man. It could be the best sauce that any pizza has ever made. It's not the same without putting the right cheese on it and pepperoni or whatever it is that you have to place on top. Pizza's pizza. That's why it has sauce. It has bread. It has crust. If it different types of crust, and sometimes it has little mini crusts, thin crust. I mean, but there's certain things that have to tie together to formulate and be the reality of a pizza. So if you're going to be an artist, you have to have some vital realities come to play. You have to know about the history of art. You have to. I know that sounds like, I'm like, who does he think he is? I have to. Well, it's just the absolute truth, man. To play. You have to know about the history of art. You have to. I know that sounds like, I'm like, who does he think he is? I have to. Well, it's just the absolute truth, man. This is why in this society, a lot of people are missing grounds because they think they know everything. My brother's a massage therapist, and he tells me this. He's a holistic therapist. All right? It deals with artistry too, creativity. And a lot of people from this coming generation, and this is not meant to talk negative about it. It's just things that is true. You know, and sometimes the Warner or this artist says it so that people could benefit and change from it for good. You know? But we in this society, we don't want to hear correction. We don't want to hear none of that. We just want to hear ultra positivism, what I call ultra positivism. Everything has to be positive. And if you're doing something to make me feel bad, then I don't need to hear it. Well, guess what? You're living a lie. You're living a lie, man. You know why? You're living a lie? It's because life is not that. Life goes through its seasons. And so sometimes correction or giving you the truth that stifles you or may pierce you will cause you to go through a season that you need to go through to realize the next coming season, which could be spring and summer. Everybody just wants spring and summer though, huh? You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying when I'm dealing with artists. There's a lot of artists that I know here in this place, in this where I'm living in Central Florida, that they have the means to do art, and they do art, and they do good art. But when you come down to talking to them about history and education and the main artists that have been in the forefront of movements in art, all of a sudden, they don't know where they're at. So I can't eat that whole Whopper like I would want it. I can't eat the pizza like I would want it. All I have is the bread is good, man. The sauce is delicious. But what happened to the pizza though, man? What happened to the cheese and the pepperoni or the pineapple, whatever it is? I don't have pizza then. Of art, because this is the top, I would say the top 4 most important artists that you got to learn from if you're going to go into the modern arts. he dealt with a word. I'm going to write it down. I'm giving you some university terms, and you're getting this for free. So if you go to university and learn about this stuff, you're going to have to pay some money. I guarantee you, you go to this TikTok. Please, hopefully I'm not going to be banned today. I'm going to say it because it's true, man. And you look at the art section. I guarantee, you know what, this is the thing. I challenge anybody that's hearing right now, the one person, 300, I'm not even looking at that number right now. But those that are listening, I challenge you. Look up the art section and see if anybody talks about this word. And I guarantee you, nobody will. And it's a very important word. This is the word right here. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down here. This H. Sorry. We'll write it a little bit better. That's kind of abstract. I wonder why I'm an expressionist artist. I can't even write correct. And this, check it out. Not synesthesia. Oh, I'm sorry. Synesthesia. I'm sorry. Synesthesia. It's all one word now. This word is called synesthesia. Look it up in your own time. It's called synesthesia. What is synesthesia? This is synesthesia. Hey, Sherry Wilson. Sherry Wilson. How you doing, Sherry Wilson? If anything you guys want to say, Duani, how you doing? We're talking about art. We're talking about education of art. And I challenged you guys. I challenged Dwayne. I challenged Sherry. If you are an aspiring artist, this is dealing with synesthesia. And we're to get done here. This is. I'm done after this. Sasha, how you doing? Synesthesia. Again, look it up in Google. Look it up in the dictionary. Synesthesia is the feelings behind colors. And one of the things that Kandinsky, this artist, was dealing with was the purpose of finding the feelings behind colors. Red represented something. Blue represented something. These colors aren't just placed there. Like people think that this is just hogwash. It's not. The curves mean something. Sometimes the verticals and the curves are different feelings. Sometimes red is there to produce a hunger. That's why in some of the Chinese restaurants, you will see them use red to incite your hunger. It's a kind of synesthesia. Synesthesia is the way you use colors to emphasize feeling or to quicken a feeling in your life. This artist, one of the things that he used was synesthesia. And again, I challenge you guys to go to the art section in TikTok, and I guarantee you, none of them are going to give you this term. Arthur, man, that's too complicated. Artosooso, Artosooso, it's a little bit too complicated. Why are you getting so deep? Well, that's not deep. Don't excuse yourself from learning. A lot of people excuse themselves and they say, because they don't want to learn, they want to learn their own way. And it's good to learn your own way, but if you only want to do that, you're not going to become a great artist in front of the eyes of someone that knows about art. You can be a great artist for the ignorant, and they might pay you millions of dollars for an art piece. And if that makes you happy, then that makes you happy. But me as an artist, a substantial artist, that doesn't move me. What moves me and what moves artists that are mature and excellent is for somebody to really substantiate what they do and how they express and under what education they have in artistry. And to be truly educated, you have had to be imparted by another person and not only learn your way. You have to have understood the traditions, not vain traditions, but founded traditions in order for you to get into your own transitional style. Great artists understood this. Pollock understood classical styles in order to drip paint like he did. Picasso understood to be in the classical arts before he did what everyone calls as dumb art and ended up painting like a little kid. But he knew that he went through the traditions in order to break the traditions and transition into a higher place in artistry. So, for you to be a modern artist, this guy is vital. His name is Kandinsky. He's a Russian, and he studied the feelings behind colors. And they revolutionized a whole movement in artistry. This is the forefather of abstract art. This is like the Leonardo da Vinci of abstract art. And I'm giving you a lot of information now. And it's a shame that there's not a lot of people listening, but I'm not intimidated by numbers. If there's one, like I keep repeating, that one can influence 1,000. So thank you, 1 or 2, 3 that are listening. Thank you for coming. So this guy is Kandinsky. He understood synesthesia, the feelings behind colors, aside from other things. And he used these methods and these styles. Hello, Zero. And this was like before the 1950s. You know? Look at this. Looks like a little kid. No. Every movement had a purpose. I'm trying to have you understand that true like, you know? Look at this. Looks like a little kid. No. Every movement had a purpose. I'm trying to have you understand that like I am trained in the Superior School of Arts in South America. You look at my account again, you guys are invited to come to these other dates because I'm going to do it every day until I get my permanent date of work. And then I'm going to probably be coming like twice a week to this channeling. And so you guys invite somebody for those that are really want to know some substantial stuff in art. I'm not talking about just being entertained. Go to another site with it. Because I'm here to really give those guys that have a hunger to understand substantial art. Because a lot of people defame these kind of art because they don't know. They're ignorant about what they're seeing. But when you begin to understand, like I said, this word synesthesia, it's the understanding of the feelings behind colors. And we're not going to get so deep. Eddie, thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you again. And we're talking about the understanding of this artistry. This is the forefather. This is the Leonardo da Vinci of modern art. His name is Wassily Kandinsky. He's got a book dealing with spirituality, and he goes even into the spiritual realm dealing with the purpose behind colors. Synesthesia, which means the purpose of sensing colors to a level of principle. Okay? Just flipping the pages here so that you can see. All right? These are other artists, but this is Kandinsky. Because I want to show you the proof, because I'm not just talking to talk now. I'm going to show you the proof, man. Kandinsky, you see that? That's Kandinsky. I'm not going to talk, just talk, fluff. I'm going to give you the proof, man. So anybody that want to talk to me and want to contradict to me, I'm going to give you the proof. I'm graduating the Superior School of Arts in South America. If you look at my account, I welcome you. Please give me a follow. I'll give you a follow back. This is the dealings of synesthesia, the purpose behind colors, the purpose behind the movements of line. So now, Artosooso, my real name is Arthur. What's your purpose here? Why are you sharing with us? Because I want you to understand that there's a purpose behind modern art. I want you to understand that modern art, when you know what you know, it's not just putting things on canvas. It's understanding concepts, certain principles like synesthesia, what I just explained, and understand how to fit that in the pattern of life so that it will revolutionize a new movement in art like Kandinsky did that I'm showing you right now. Okay? This is why I'm sharing what I'm sharing. So, are you willing? This is the question. I'm going to leave you with this question. I'm gone. Are you willing? Hold on a second. Excuse me. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a little... I'm just pausing here because I'm trying to find some things here. So that's what we're about right now. One new message. Hey, cool. So, anybody that wants to engage, anybody that wants to ask a question dealing with what we've dealt with, feel free to, the platform is open for those that want to ask some questions about what you're seeing, and then we're done. I said enough. I can keep going, and I can go on for days. If you have any questions about what we just shared, about this artist, you're more than welcome to ask any question as I move this, because we're leaving. I'm leaving. Figured out. What's up? Figured out. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We're talking about art. We're talking about the purpose of art. We're talking about modern art and revolutionary art, like Picasso, de Kooning. These are other artists that have caused great movements, great revolutions. I'm not talking about violent revolution. I'm talking about an inward revolution, a movement, a stirring within the artistic realm and the cultural realm and the world which surrounded them. This guy, what the world is that? That looks like pitiful, man. This is not an artist that got millions of dollars for his piece, some people say. But believe it or not, this is an artist that was very powerful and produced and provoked deep thought within a whole community of lives, of not just where art should be, but where we should be as a people. This is Gorky, and these are what they call his breakthrough years. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hi. Okay. Oh, turn on. Dual camera. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Were you there still? Oh man, I missed you. Sorry. Well, I'm still new to this, so you know, my whole emphasis is to show you, first of all, that you're an inspired artist. Second of all, don't mislead people because you have a lack of understanding. For example, for someone that has a lack of understanding, a person that has a lack of understanding will easily persuade others to believe the same because it's the easiest thing to do. Because you don't understand what you're seeing. Guys that have joined, if you guys desire to come and see another, please invite a friend and tell them, man. AB, how you doing, man? Tell them, man, this guy right here, He's a little bit different TikTok, man. He's not trying to entertain us just to entertain us. He's entertaining us with some substantial stuff, man. Because I want to eat my Whopper with the meat in it. I don't want to entertain you giving you 2 buns, man. We've been talking about the proof in the pudding. I'm an artist, and if you go to my website, I've been doing some exhibits. I haven't exhibited for 20 years, and I did some exhibits. I just shared with some things. I'm going to put in the post also. My toothpaste pieces that I did with toothpaste. Prisoner-made toothpaste that I acquired in a very mysterious way, and I'm not going to explain specifically how for the sake of prudence. But I've got some pieces there that are very interesting that coincides with these artists. So if you're willing to come, you're more than welcome to come on the next date. Thank you, Abby, again for listening. Hope, man, you came a little bit too late. But it's my birthday today, man, so I got to leave, man. I got to go. Next time, I wish that you guys can drop me some likes, man, Don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid to say something. Say something to me, man, And, drop me something valuable that you see. Enough of just saying something negative because you don't even understand what you're seeing. Now that you understand synesthesia, for those that have listened, what positive things can you say about this now? And we'll see you on the next drop, man. All right? So, thank y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for coming. That 1, 2, 3, Abby. You're welcome, man, to come next time. We're talking about art. We're talking about education in art. We're talking about everybody's an artist. And don't limit yourself by saying you're not an artist. You might not be exhibiting. Like I've exhibited these pieces that you'll see in my account. But you're an artist because you're a creative being. God created you to become a creative person. Therefore, you're an artist. Maybe that's the